We need to be prepared for the next pandemic. We're not prepared for COVID-19, so we need to do better. And we need to be committed to make sure all tools get out to everyone in the world. China's expertise and resources and manufacturing capacities will help us meet those needs.
And please, if this is your first time on this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I don't usually ask people to subscribe to this channel. And if you know the videos you are watching on this channel is giving value to your life, your spiritual life is improving and growing, subscribe to this channel. Do like the video. Liking the video is going to encourage YouTube to recommend these videos to more people. Share this video to as many contacts as possible. Also, your comments matter a lot. Your comments matter a lot. If you know how people can find organic plants in this country, do share your information. Do share. The question I want to ask you is this. Why was it that it was only in the land of Egypt they had food at that time? Don't forget that Jacob was living in Canaan land then with his family. How would you know about a coming virus if you're not the engineer?
We need to be prepared for the next pandemic.
How would you know about the coming virus? Even before coronavirus came, he spoke about it. So are you not telling me that virus will naturally come on its own? It's these guys that are making it. It's these guys. They are intentionally creating all these things. These guys, they know what they are doing. And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. The question I want to ask you is this. Why was it that it was only in the land of Egypt they had food at that time? Don't forget that Jacob was living in Canaan land then with his family. And they traveled all the way from Canaan land to Egypt in the name of buying food. That was because Egypt was the only place they can find food. And Jacob sent his family to travel to Egypt to buy food. Now, don't forget that this passage we just read now is talking about food scarcity. The same way there was famine for 7 years in the land of Egypt in those days, that spread all over the neighboring nations and countries. Such thing is about to repeat itself in our own time. And the prophecy has been coming. The revelation has been coming. A lot of people are talking about it on YouTube. Even the government are indirectly telling you that famine is coming. But the question I'm asking you now is, what have you done about it? Here, assuming that the government is going to be the only source of food, and then you have to pay money to buy it. And paying money to buy it is not even the problem. But what you're buying is a poison. You have about Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger was the founder of the Planned Parenthood Foundation. This woman was a eugenist. Eugenist in the sense that she canvassed for birth control. Everything this woman did when she was alive was to make sure that every family controlled the number of children they had. In fact, it was her plan that if it was possible, women should no longer give birth. She had several interviews by a lot of presenters which one of those interviews, they asked her whether she believed in sin. And did you know what she said? She said that the greatest sin on earth was to bring children into this world. Especially bringing children into this world when the parents cannot take care of them. And do you know that there are so many families that they don't even know how to control childbearing? Because they don't have the education, they don't have the knowledge, they don't know how to do it. So they give birth. That's why some families have children as much as possible. Now, this woman, her mission by Satan was to make sure that they cut down the number of children coming into this world. And the existence of Margaret Sanger brought about the issue of contraception, because she was trying to make out plans how they can curb the birth rate in the world. It didn't just happen in the West alone, in the Europe alone. This even went around Africa. She even came to African countries, tried to control childbearing. But we all know that this act is against the word of God. When the Bible tells us that we should multiply and replenish the earth, that's the commandment that God gave to Adam in the book of Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1 from verse 28. The Bible says, "And God blessed them and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." And God said, Behold, now, God commanded man to replenish the earth. The reason why God created the woman beside the man is to make sure that they have babies, they make children, and dominate the world. Because the earth is so large, the world is so big. Two people cannot just, it's too big for two people to occupy. That's why God said, replenish the earth. And from Adam and Eve, the earth was populated. Now, this woman said no, because everything they are doing is going against God's own commandment. He said, this cannot happen. So the reason why today they have, abortion, a lot of medical clinics, they are doing abortion. They have abortion pills. They have abortion injections. They have different ways about babies. And that was not even enough. They went ahead to produce contraceptive pills. Because Margaret Sanger was like, what can we do to make sure that, women no longer produce babies? Too many. Why? If you have known the 10th commandment that was written in Georgia Guardstones before it was blown up, the first commandment was occupied by Bill Gates and Margaret Sanger. Because after the death of Margaret Sanger, Bill Gates took over from her. And what is the first commandment on the Georgia Guardstones? He said, reduce human population. Human population should be maintained under 500 million. And if human population should be maintained under 500 million, it means that human population should be below 500 million. Probably 450, 430, 470, 480, or 490 million. And do you know that in the world today, we are over 7 to 8 billion already on Earth? So if these guys want to reduce human population down to below 500 million, it means that over 7 billion people are going to die. Don't forget that the topic of this message is the spiritual unitary system of government. You have been having unitary system of government. I usually tell people that the government is always against the people, even from the Bible time in history. Go and read the Bible very well. The government is always working against the people, especially the children of God. The children of God are usually most victims at the hand of government. And can I tell you, the reason why Bill Gates is buying farmland in America and other rich people buying alongside with him, Klaus Schwab, the founder of World Economic Forum. You see all this land they are buying and they are collecting it from the poor, making land more expensive, unable to be afforded by poor people. The reason they are doing these things is why I'm making this video. Bill Gates has conducted a lot of interviews where they were asking him questions about, plastic cow. And they were asking him, what are the benefits of the plastic cow? How can he help the society? And he opened his mouth, telling them that plastic cow is nutritious, is this, is giving this to the body, is helping. Because these guys are liars. But actually, plastic cow is going to cause cancer for you. When you talk about Margaret Sanger, she was a racist. She hated African people because from the beginning, they have been wanting to wipe out the African nations. Somebody sent me a video clip that was last year. I tried to do video on this clip. Was it last year or early this year? This video was full of deep secrets that were sponsored by foreign governments. And among these foreign governments, American government was the leader. And this video centers on kidnapping. It centered on how they plan to wipe out the African nation secretly. It was in that video I realized that HIV was created by these guys, by these evil demonic people call themselves governments or call themselves globalists. They were the ones that planned on how to create virus that would be deadly to African nations. I never knew that HIV virus was created at Fisher. But after I saw that video, oh my God, I was so shocked. A lot of deep secrets in that video. And when I tried to do video on that, YouTube took it down. They took the videos down twice and then they struck that channel. What I'm trying to tell you is that these guys have evil plan against African nations. Do you know that American government, as you are saying, they call them the world power. American government are sponsoring a lot of wickedness. They have a place where they are cooking human beings and using them to do what is it called? They were cooking human beings and turning them to, all this food they put inside canned food. A lot of canned food they were making with them. They will do them, they will fry them alive. I'm telling you, they will put human beings inside fry pan. They will cook them alive until they become meat. And they will crush them and turn them to canned food. And people are eating it. They are going and selling them, using them to do rituals. If your government is going to be the only source of food, what is going to be the consequence? It's going to be a disaster. So you see, Bill Gates has attended several interviews on vaccines and a lot of things, and he's busy buying farmlands all over the place. Bill Gates has bought a lot of lands and so many other rich people. The question is, why are they buying these lands? Buying it from the owners, from the poor owners, and now poor people cannot afford to buy land anymore over there. What is he going to do with them? Which is taking us to the next Bible passage. Then we are going to discuss why the rich people in the Europe, in the Asian countries, even China, they are buying land. And farmland for that matter. What is their plan? What is going on? Imagine Bill Gates owning the majority of the farmlands in the US, and then he goes to African countries, because Europe and Americans are not alone, are not enough. He comes down to African countries. He goes to Zambia, he goes to Kenya, he goes to Zimbabwe, he comes to Nigeria and some other African countries, and he offers his own plants, his own seeds to them. And he says, you know what? This is the era of technology. Things are changing fast. Let us use this seed. This is better. This is more advanced to produce more plants and more seeds. Use my own. He offers his own seed. And these genetically modified seeds, they cannot reproduce. They cannot reproduce. If you buy it this season, you have to buy it the next season. And if you plant any GMO seed on any land that is innocent, that is naturally manured, if there's any organic farm beside it, it will be contaminated. Now, Genesis chapter 47. Is it not out of greed and wickedness that one man wants to buy all the acres of land in a country? And people are not asking questions. What are they doing with this? They don't care, because people are minding their business. You come to Nigeria, everybody's minding their business. Even when Bill Gates came to Nigeria to introduce a genetically modified corn, nobody is talking about it. The government, they won't talk because they are the ones that, accepted the contract after collecting billions or millions of money, and then they will not sue the innocent people. Because all of them together, they are one. That's why I tell you that your government does not love you. Your government doesn't care about you. They know where they are meeting, where they are having their secret meeting. Before coronavirus came, they had their meetings. They had their plans. Okay, this is what we want to achieve this year. That is why any African country or African government or African leader that refuses to comply, they will take that person, they will take him out of the scene. Muammar Gaddafi died because he didn't comply, he didn't succumb to the Western government. Because they will give you order and they want you to obey. Many African leaders that they removed from being a leader was because those African leaders wanted to do good, to help the masses. And they will remove them. They want to put somebody on power that they can control. When they say do this, the person will do it. Accept this, the person will accept it, because the one world government is coming to play. The next place we are going to read, the next passages we are going to read are the major point. Now, I want you to think. Remember the research I was doing, I told you about the European Union? That I found that the Tower of Babel that was destroyed in the Bible existed in the history of man. And this picture was online for ages. When I was doing research on the Tower of Babel, I came across it. And I saw that the logo on this Tower of Babel, you see the same logo they are using in the current European Union. This European Union you are seeing right now, the video you are watching right now, that people are walking in and out of the building. And then you look around, you see blue and yellow all over the building. Even the logo was designed with blue and yellow. And I've told you that anywhere you see star represents the sign of the devil. This star you are seeing, if you look at this building, you see that there is 5 stars on the left, 5 stars on the right, and a giant one big star in the middle of this logo on the building. And this star you are seeing is a pentagram that is being used by witchcraft. It's being used by the Marines, and it's being used by the occultic people. They cannot do enchantment or spell or invoke demons to a place where they want it to appear, or to the person they want to be killed. They cannot do such invocation without entering the circle of this pentagram. That's why I told you in one of the teachings previously that this pentagram is the sign of the devil. This star is representing this pentagram, and this star is all over this logo you can see here. And then if you look at the other picture of the European Union, it's still the same logo, the same blue and yellow color. And can I tell you where you can find blue and yellow again? Blue and yellow is found in Ukraine. The Ukraine flag is blue and yellow. Now, if you watch, these guys are united. They are working together. And what is happening in Ukraine? Death is happening there, brought by war. So they want to use war because their plan is that below 500 million should be in existence. The rest of the human race should die. And these below 500 millions are just few people they want to put to operate the computer, to control the system, because everything is going to be digitalized. European Union, they are united. Now, why are the religious leaders not talking about the GMO plant and seed brought into the country? Why are the religious leaders not talking about the pure water they are injecting in your body in the name of immunization against coronavirus? Why? It's because many of them have been bought over. And that's why you see some of them, they come on a stage and they say, you go take it, it's not a sin. You go take it, it's not the mark of the beast. You take it. They're supporting their members to take it. These are some religious leaders came out to actually tell people to take it. And their members went ahead and get injected. Something that God was warning people not to take. And why are they buying the farmland? Spiritual unitary system of government. The reason they are buying the farmland is the next place we are going to read. These religious leaders that are not talking about these atrocities that are going on. Why? It's because one world religion has been established and we have been crying and shouting it. When they were signing the establishment of one world religion, your pastor, the pastor of your church was there. Many of them accepted it. They put their signature there. They accepted the deal with the devil to unite the nations of the world. Even your so-called Baba Adeboye, the GO of Redeemed Christian Church of God, he was the one that is leading the team in Nigeria. During his birthday, he gathered all kinds of cultural leaders from all over the world, religious leaders, even Buddhists and Hoodists, Islam. You see them? You can see all of them gathered here. And he opened his mouth to say that one of the major mandates that God has given him, is to unite the religious leaders. And because they always use the word peace, I'd say the reason is because since the political leaders could not bring peace, God wants to use him to connect to all the religious leaders in order to bring peace into the world. And what does the Bible say about peace? He said, when the people say peace, 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 say sudden destruction shall come upon them. Because the Antichrist will always use peace to come in. Your religious leaders are working together with the political leaders to unite the world, to achieve one world government, one world economy, one world leader, one world currency. That is what is playing here. So they won't talk about it because why? They are part and parcel of this evil scheme. That's why you are hearing this now. We keep telling you to prepare. We keep telling you to escape what is about to happen. Open your Bible in the book of Genesis 47. Genesis chapter 47 verse 13. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, verse 15, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. A time shall come whereby your money will fail. Your money will disappoint you. You won't be able to use your money to buy things because there are nothing to buy. If you don't have the mark, there will be nothing to buy. Now, this is the point why they are buying the farmlands all over the world. The government of each country wants to control the food. In fact, the Antichrist wants to control your food. Because in this passage here, we know the story of Joseph about the famine and the abundance in the land of Egypt. In this place now, Jacob was the prime minister. He was the one storing food. Don't forget that Pharaoh was the king here. So Pharaoh in this passage is going to be the government of the day. Pharaoh in this passage is going to be the Antichrist. Pharaoh in this passage is going to be the president who is supporting all these people that are buying farmlands. And he's going to appoint them. You handle this country, you handle this country, you handle this country. Make sure that all the genetically modified seeds and plants and food are transferred. So the reason they're buying your farmland is because they want to control the food system. And I have been telling you that those who have famine now, those who have farmland, they are going to be kings of food in the future. And why do you need to go and farm now? The reason is because they are poisoning the food. They are poisoning our food. Because food is life. If you don't eat for 1 week, you don't eat for 2 weeks, you don't eat for 3 weeks, and it's not like you are fasting, your system will begin to change. And before you know it, you are dead. So they know that food is what will sustain man in the future. They know that in the future, food is what will keep you alive. They want to corrupt it. They want to contaminate it. What does the Bible say in the book of Genesis chapter 1? The Bible says in the book of Genesis chapter 1 again. Genesis chapter 1. This time around, I'm going to read from verse 19. The Bible says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life. I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. God created man, and he gave man the plant, the vegetations for their food. The vegetables, your pepper, your onions, your tomatoes, your pineapple, which are fruit. All these vegetables now that God has given man for food, they are corrupting them now. They are buying farmland all over the world so that they can take charge of your vegetables. Make sure they injected substance that will kill you gradually in it. They are buying the farmland over the world because these people are counsel of Satan, deceiver, deceptive and occultic people. These people are bloodsuckers that are working for the devil, and their plan is to make sure that the pineapple you have been eating and enjoying the nutrients, organic nutrients in it, they want to put poison there. Your food, your animal, the goat, the cow, the ram, everything is now being changed to become something else. So that when you eat them, instead of getting the nutrients, you get sick. You get cancer, kidney problem, liver problem. They will begin to kill you and reduce your immunity, your immune system dying. So that when virus comes, Bill Gates is already announced that another pandemic is coming. And because the first pandemic that came, it couldn't kill the Africans. So they want to bring GMO food, because GMO food is going to weaken your system and open your system and make it vulnerable to virus. So you can easily contact virus and die quickly. So that is why GMO corn is here. He has come to Nigeria, and even after introducing the GMO corn, he's suggesting plastic cow to the Africans. That is the reason they are buying all the farmlands everywhere. I'm doing these videos because some people are sending, asking me questions. What can you say about this? This man is going around buying farmlands. And people are not talking about this thing. There are people in this country that they have mouths that when they speak, at least the masses will obey. They are quiet. They say, well, we don't care. Let's mind our business. Everybody is minding their business now. But let me tell you, this is going to affect everybody. What is the Bible saying in the book of Genesis, chapter 47, verse 14 and 15? It says, your money will fail you in the future. Those of you that think because you have billions in your account, you have millions in your account, you don't care about what is happening. You say whatever the government is doing to the people is none of your business as long as your family is safe. You don't care. You better care now, because this is going to affect everybody. It will affect the poor. It will affect the rich. Why? You may think you have money. Your money will fail you tomorrow. Just as Joseph harbored and stored food in the land of Egypt, and then the people were coming to buy food with their money. They were coming to buy food with their money, and at a point, their money could not buy anymore. Their money could not save them anymore. Their money could not help them anymore. What if your government harbors food and say the only source of food supply is going to be government. Because that's what this passage is saying here. All the Egyptians and other neighboring countries, they were coming to Egypt to buy food. And the Bible says their money failed. That your business you are depending on. You are an importer. You are traveling in and out. You have chambers of businesses. And they are not planning to farm. You think that business will continue forever. It will continue until Jesus returns. I want to announce to you that your business will soon be taken down. That your business will soon be taken down. And your money will disappoint you. Why won't your money disappoint you? If what you are eating is GMO, a time shall come that your money cannot even save you. When you develop cancer problem, you develop liver problem, when you develop other complicated sicknesses in your body because of what you are eating, your money cannot even save you. Now, government becomes the source of food. And the problem is that it's not even buying the food with your money. The problem is that you are buying poison with your own money and killing yourself because you don't know what you're eating. Why is it that biggest blueprint is all over African nations? We want to help African people. We want to reduce poverty. We want to reduce hardship in this country. Give us money. If you want to help us, give us money. Don't give us seed to plant. Give us. If you want to help African people, come here and develop here and create job opportunities by building companies and raising the pay, and not coming here to say you want to give us injection. How is injection helping Africans? How is genetically modified corn helping Africans? Africans don't even have brain. Many Africans, we are not thinking well. And the people I'm talking about is our leaders. Our African leaders they are heartless, they are brainless, they are clueless. Because they just sell them for peanuts. And then you sell your citizens. The citizens that are elected you to lead them, you sell them for destruction. And you collect the money. We are not even thinking, don't we have corn in our land? We have a lot of herbs that can cure all manner of diseases and sicknesses that God has blessed us with natural blessings. But we depend on a vaccine. Whenever there's a virus, they say vaccine. But these guys are intentionally producing all these things, intentionally creating the sickness. And when they create this sickness, they provide solution. And the solution they will give is not even a solution at all. It is even going to make the condition worse. And our Nigerian government will trust them and accept their offer because of money. Bill Gates is bringing corn. Say it's a genetically modified corn. And that this corn, the reason is because the organic plants, the organic farm, insects will invade the farmland and destroy the crops. And this corn they are bringing, they have engineered something inside that can kill the insect that comes to attack it. So if the corn or the whatever GMO seed or plant they are bringing have a substance in it that can attack insects and kill it, can't you see that it's even more dangerous to your health when you eat it? Because if a plant can kill an insect that is eating it up, it means that plant can kill human beings that will eat it. It's a common sense. Because the excuse they are giving is that the crops that they are producing in Africa, the reason why they have less quantity of crops is because of insects that are eating them. So they have now built a stronger insect in the corn that will kill the insect that will come and attack it. And you as a man, can you go and eat a live insect? Won't it hurt you? Won't it put your health in danger? So now that they have genetically modified whatever plants, and they say it will help in yielding more produce, more quantity, because insects will not be able to attack it again. That means the plant itself carries much more dangerous insects that is targeted to destroy your health. But Africans, we are not thinking at all. And people are hearing this, they are not talking about it. GMO food and plants will destroy you. And that is the reason Bill Gates is buying farmland, to make sure that they are in charge of food production. And they'll be distributing, because a time shall come, there'll be hunger everywhere. And by then, their plan is to make sure that they obliterate all forms of organic seeds. And let me tell you, Bill Gates has people that are monitoring this plan in Nigeria and all the African nations. Gluttonous people that sell their fellow African countries for peanuts in the name of money. We hear that only corn is brought. And now, that is the one we know. What about the ones they brought through the back doors without your knowledge, without my knowledge? Nigeria now has plastic rice. Nigeria now has plastic, a lot of things. And people are eating it. Why is it that we have a lot of cases of cancers in Nigeria, which was never like that before? It is because secretly an enemy has crept in. And they are poisoning us gradually without our knowledge. That's what the Bible says. An enemy has crept in. in our midst to destroy us, to take away our liberty. And our liberty in this country is our organic seeds and plants. What does the Bible say? I want you to know that Bill Gates is evil. Do you know that Bill Gates went to India? Just like he has been going to different countries. And in this, when he went to India, he sterilized all their women in the name of this issue of birth control stuff. Because when Margaret Sanger died, he took over from her. And I remember they took him to court that time for sterilizing a lot of Indian women in the name of birth control. And this man opened his mouth to say this on live TV, that if they could do a research, they'll be able to lower the population of the percentage of human population in the world. He said it on TV, and people heard it. Even up to now, this man had conducted a lot of interviews, of which I would like you to watch now. Watch these clips again, and then we'll be back to continue from there.
Bill Gates says exactly that.
Somehow we have to make changes that will bring that down to zero. This equation has four factors, a little bit of multiplication. So you've got a thing on the left, CO2, that you want to get to zero, and that's going to be based on the number of people, the services each person's using on average, the energy on average for each service, and the CO2 being put out per unit of energy. So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. Now the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. This is a very important question to get right, because it was absolutely key for me. When our foundation first started up, it was focused on reproductive health. That was the main thing we did, because I thought, population growth in poor countries is the biggest problem they face. You've got to help mothers who want to limit family size have the tools and education to do that. And I thought that's the only thing that really counts. Well, then I came across articles that showed that the key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health. And that sounds paradoxical. You think, okay, better health means more kids, not less kids. Well, in fact, what parents are doing is they're trying to have 2 kids survive to adulthood to take care of them. And so the more disease burden there is, the more kids they have to have that high probability. So there's a perfect correlation that as you improve health, within a half generation, the population growth rate goes down. In fact, Hans Rosling here at this conference, in 2 of my favorite speeches, actually showed that unbelievable correlation that population growth has gone down. Today, where is there high population growth? It's in the places with the worst health conditions, northern Nigeria, northern India. And so the 2 problems go exactly hand in hand. If we improve health rapidly, we will get the peak population to be as much as 1 billion below the current expected peak. That is about 8.3 billion versus 9.3.
This pure water that you are taking, they have noticed that many people have discovered their secret. And now, see the way they want to do it now. And this one now is more dangerous. Okay, since you refuse to take the immunization, let us put it in your food. And who is going to bring this idea? Bill Gates. In fact, he's the one in charge of it. He has a contract. That's why he goes everywhere. Everywhere you are seeing his picture, his name. He has a bad name everywhere. It's only in Africa that Africans are praising him. Go to Europe, they know Bill Gates, they know who he is.
In terms of reaching the goal, the WHO's goal of vaccinating 70% of the global population by July of 2022, show of hands on this stage, do we think it's going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen?
What?
To get to vaccination of 70% of the population of the world?
No, it's too late.
Too late.
I mean, there's a lot of diseases out there that demand does not exist for that. I mean, countries should be able to set priorities.
Now, going back to the book of Genesis 47, you will ask yourself, why is this man so interested in sponsoring genetically modified plants in Africa? What is so fishy about this? People don't really, I don't know what is happening to African people. They don't think. Don't you know that engineering plant, genetically modified plant, when you talk about GMOs, it's all about removing the original nutrients. These people, they will take plant to lab and they will edit it, just like the way they are editing human genes. Because they can actually edit human genes and change it to something else. They will edit the genes of plant and remove the organic nutrients, and then they will put their own fake and poisonous, it doesn't even help your health. They will put poison in it. They will replace it with poison. That is what they're doing. Genetically engineered. That is the meaning of that. They remove the original genes and they put fake one. And government is about to take over the farm. That's why God is gathering people to come to the whole city of the Holy Saint, where He is going to protect us. Here we are going to farm. We will live like a family. So if you know, as you're watching this food now, since your money will fail you, your business will fail you, even the job you are doing now will fail you, and the only means of survival is farming, you should plan ahead of time. You should plan ahead of time before it becomes too late. We continue in this passage. You have seen all the clips. What is coming out of this man? What is spilling out from his mouth? And people are still welcoming him in this country, in African nation. Before we continue in this passage, let me show you another. I want you to watch this clip. This clip is going to reveal to you how Satan and Satan worshippers speaks to you, how they speak to you, how they communicate their plans to you without your knowledge. And they will communicate these signs, and through this is their own language how they speak. You don't know. They are planting these imageries. They are telling you what they are planning to do to you by signs. And the way they speak is what I want to show you. I want you to watch this clip and see the signs these guys are making. This is how they communicate to you. This is how they communicate to one another. This is how they tell you where they belong, where they come from. You see political leaders are making this sign. You see footballers are making the signs. You see musicians are making the signs. You see that even political leaders are making this sign. Religious leaders, they are making the sign. Radio presenters, fashion designers, even popular cooks that you know in this world best cooks, they are making the signs. They are telling you that they are allegiant to Satan, they are Satan worshippers, and that they know what is coming to you. You see, the signs are identical signs, different identical signs. The reason I want you to watch this is so you can understand the meaning of European Union.
You see, the people you just watched now are the world leaders. So I just gave you some of the world leaders because there are a lot of world leaders. I can't show you all of them. Your president, your governor, your prime minister, and the rest of all the powerful world leaders in the world. These are the members of one world religion. You know, when you talk about Antichrist, you know, they have categories of Antichrist. Apart from talking about the main man of perdition, means you are disobeying God. You are already an Antichrist, you know, subordinately, but I'm telling you the reality of what is staring you in the face right now. That these people you just saw now are your enemies. They are your enemies. The reason why you are suffering hunger, the reason why you are suffering hardship, the reason why you are suffering difficulties, the reason why they are turning your food to GMOs. They are changing the genes of the food you are eating, poisoning them. You think your president is not aware? When they hold their meeting, are you there? These are world leaders, and they are members of one world religion. Before any major events that will affect the world happened in the past, and the ones that are yet to happen and the ones that happened in the past, they gathered together at a secret meeting place. They held meeting, and then they agreed together that they want to carry out such event. You don't believe it, right? No, you don't have to believe it. But I'm showing you facts that are staring you in the face, because this kind of signs they are doing are very, very, very not common signs. You know, if it is a common sign that everybody does, you know, there won't be much of people doing it. But you see a lot of world leaders, they do the same sign. You see Korean president, you see American president, you see different presidents of the world, Canadian president, they are doing the same signs, telling you that it is a language. It is a language. Because I told you that Satanists communicate in different ways. They communicate through imagery. One, they communicate through imagery. They can use, maybe those that are doing concerts or those that are doing movies, you know, they communicate the theme of the concert on the flyer, on the handbill of their concert, and they pass it across. So if you are, you know, image literate, when you read or study the flyers, you understand the message they are passing. So they use image to communicate. One, they use sign language, as I'm showing you now. They do this kind of sign, they do this kind of sign, all this type of sign. Some they close their eyes, some they will use something close. They call this one. This is all seeing eye. The one they are doing like this is called all seeing eye. The one they are doing like this is called 666. You can see? It's called 666. The one they are doing like this is the devil's horn. See? It's the devil's horn. All these are sign languages. The one they do like this, and they will shut up, they close their mouth, they will use their hand and cover their mouth. It's known as the sign of silence. It's a vow of silence. They call it a vow of silence. That means they should not talk about anything that they are planning against humanity. They should not leak the secrets of Freemasonry. They do like this. I'm going to show you more of them. I just showed you the world leaders. These are some of the world leaders, so some of them are the ones I just showed you now. You see what these guys are doing? They are doing identical signs, telling you that they belong in one family. You see Russia president, you see Zelensky, Ukrainian president, you see them, they come out, they are fighting against each other. They are deceiving you. They are coming from the same place. They are belonging in the same occultic family, but they are being used by the devil to destroy you and I. They are being used by the devil to destroy the world. So they are playing games on us. It is just that you don't know because you don't have the knowledge. All of them together are inside the same occult. You have seen the world leaders. So I'm going to show you next the world chefs. Powerful, most popular chefs in the world that you know. They are members of one world religion. Watch them. You saw there in this video I showed you, I just picked few out of many of them that are members of the one world religion. You saw Alex Attal there in the video I showed you. You saw Jody Roca. You saw Ansley Harriott, Anu Shomuro, Tom Wolfe, Dove Goldman. You saw them there? Excuse me. You saw them in the video I showed you. All these are members of one world religion. Tila Tequila is a member of one world religion. Adam Perry Land, and Asma Khan. These guys, as you see them, they are members of one world religion. One by one, all of them are worshippers of Satan. And you go to their restaurant, you buy food and eat, and spiritually you are initiated. Because these guys, they are not playing with you. They know what they're doing. They are worshiping the devil, their masters, and they are bringing souls to him. it is important as Christians that you have spiritual eyes and discernment spirit. Because even many restaurants you are entering today to go and eat, the owners of those restaurants are Satanists. The owners of those restaurants are occultic people. Do you think that you must join a Illuminati or Freemasonry before you become occultic? There are many occultic institutions in Nigeria, even in Nigeria, in African countries. You go to Ghana, they have one. You go to Kenya, they have one. You go to Mozambique, they have one. You go to any African nations, they have occultic practices there. And many restaurants, there are a lot of competition, so they have to do some things to make their businesses go well. And they will not rely on God. They will not depend on God. They want to depend on the powers of Satan. They want to sell their souls to the devil, so the devil can give them good market, tell them what to do. These are the cooks, the world powerful chefs. They are very popular, they are very rich, they are very influential, they are very strong people because they have sold their souls to the devil. They have joined and registered with the one world religion, with the mystery Babylon city. They are your enemies. You are going there, you buy snacks, you buy food, you eat, and their food is usually very, very delicious. Do you know how they make the food? Do you know what they use to cook the food? It's possible that even human blood, for the purpose of initiation, see human blood in the food, and they are eating. These are the members of one world religion. I just picked 10 out of thousands of members of one world religion who are chefs in the world today. You have seen it yourself. I can advise you, brothers, sisters, to cook your food in your house, except maybe it's just a local restaurants, maybe popular ones, and even if you buy food from restaurants, bless them, because most of these restaurants are owned by spiritual men and women who are on to work for Satan, to initiate people into occult world spiritually and affect their lives in one way or the other. So I am telling you now so that you'll be aware that the world we are living in is already in danger. So the next I'm going to show you are the world celebrities. The world celebrities. This one is going to include the footballers. It's going to include any kind of sports in this world. The members. It's going to include movie stars. I know there are a lot of Christian movie actors that have joined these institutions, but I'm not going to review those ones. But mostly the worldly ones, the worldly movie stars, the worldly music stars, the footballers, the world fashion designers. I am going to show you some of them who have become very powerful, very influential, very strong people, and they have joined the one world religion. So I want you to watch for yourself. The next people I want you to see now are the world religious leaders. This one is the one that shocked me most. The world religious leaders, your pastors, your prophets, your evangelists, the people you hope and trust to look unto as your spiritual leaders have joined this one world religion. So I want you to look at these pictures. See for yourself your religious leaders who have joined these harlotry worship institutions known as Freemasonry and one world religion. This is equally shocking, but I am not surprised because the Bible says that the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. But my advice to you is that as you're watching this video, I want you to learn lessons and make a firm decision that you will follow Christ and not the Antichrist. The reason I'm making this video is just to let you know that the choice and decision you make now will determine your eternity. Choose to follow Christ. Choose to serve the true living God for your own good. Are parts of this institution that the Lord is telling you to come out of them. Please, as you watch this video, share this video around. Do these 4 things for me. Please subscribe to this channel for more. Share these videos around to your loved ones, your family, to all the contacts you have. Comment on the video.
You know, the video I posted on witchcraft, white witchcraft. I told you something about the European Council for Nuclear, Research, talking about the sun, the Large Hadron Collider, and I told you that all the things they showed in music videos were portrayed in those pictures. Now, Satan speaks through the use of hand sign, as the kind of hand sign they are doing now. Different kind of hand signs. That is one. I want to tell you the way Satan speaks to you and the way they communicate to one another. All the satanic worshippers that I call Satanists or globalists, they communicate with hand sign, one. And they communicate with movies. Let me tell you what is happening right now. This land that Bill Gates and the rest of the rich people are buying all over the countries in America, over 19 states of American states, they have done video on this thing, but you don't know. They have sang song on this, but you don't know. It might be many years back. They told you a time will come that government will take over the farmland. That is what we are reading in the Bible here. That's why a lot of all these rich people, the reason many rich people join Bill Gates to buy is so that it doesn't look too suspicious. But he's buying more of it. The reason is why. Those farmlands are going to be poisoned. The food that will be coming out of that place are poisoned. In the course of one of the researches I was doing, I stumbled upon a video. And this video, I saw that they had stored a lot of organic food, organic plants, organic seed, organic animals, all the organic seeds. They went and hid them there inside a vault. And when they hid them inside the vault, this vault, I'm telling you, is so big and large. So they have their own farmland where they will plant organic stuff. Then they come into this world. And this guy, they have a bunker underground where they are going to hide. And where they have this bunker, they have organic, everything organic. Now, they now come out to poison the one they are giving to you. So this farm they are creating, they will have their own organic farmland. Then they will have farmland where they will create genetically engineered farms and products and produces and crops. And all these ones they are going to produce with chemical and poison, they are going to give it to man. So that if they say they are supplying foodstuff to a particular country or to a particular community, the food stuff they are supplying is coming directly from the store of government. And such food is poisoned. You have no choice, you have to eat it. And if you are eating it, you are dying gradually. These guys, What do you see? Satan is speaking to you. That's why I told you that secular music is occultic. They speak to you through hand sign. They speak to you through movies. That was why before coronavirus came, they did movie on it. You watched several videos on it. But you didn't know. When they did Olympic and they did Olympic, I think that was 2012. The Olympic ceremony. They showcase everything about coronavirus. Even the coronavirus logo, they showed it on that Olympic. I can't remember which year, either 2012 or 2011. I can't remember. Coronavirus logo, they showed it. Everything about the government, the government of Ukraine now, he was involved in all these things. And they did movie, they told you what they were going to do to you 8 years earlier before it happened. That's why Hollywood industry is a poison, Bollywood industry is a poison, Gollywood industry is a poison, and Nollywood industry is a poison. These guys are working together. What they pass to you is messages. That's why the way they dress is messages. They are sending messages to your subconsciousness. They dress nakedness and they are showing their laps so that when you see their nakedness, a message strikes your heart. And that is the spirit of lust. Their intention is to make sure they destroy the minds of the youth. And they speak to you through music. Worldly song. What will happen on the music, they will tell you. The most blatant subliminal messages ever seen in music concert was the one of Travis Scott. They didn't hide anything at all. So they speak through music and then they speak through imageries. They speak through imageries, which is number 4. Number 1, they speak to you through hand sign, as you are seeing on the screen. They speak to you through movies. A lot of movies I've watched, they have shown you subliminal messages. It's just that you don't know. They speak to you through secular songs. They speak to you through imageries, handbills. Before they do a video concert, they will print a handbill and they will indicate everything they want to do on the handbill. And then they speak to you through cartoons. Those of you that are watching cartoons, there are a lot of subliminal messages on cartoons that you are watching that it will take those that God has given the knowledge to interpret the science to be able to reveal it. If you are science and image illiterate, you won't be able to know. You will never know because they are telling you their plans on a plain sight. They hide it on a plain sight. They also speak to us through video games. This war that is happening in Ukraine now, there was a video game about this war. There was even a video game about World War III that is happening now. And when I say they speak to you through images, do you know that the logo I showed you on the European Union, blue and yellow, that blue and yellow is also found in Ukraine. The logo of the flag of Ukraine is blue and yellow. The coronavirus is all about blue and yellow. Go and check about the coronavirus packs and injections, blue and yellow. What does it mean? They had already predicted what was going to happen now, long time ago. So that this has become, oh my God. I now see why almost every country in the world is supporting Ukraine. Because Ukraine has become a focal point of attention to distract people from a bigger plan that these guys have. Because they have a bigger plan other than what is happening in Ukraine now. That is why, you see, they want to use this war now to wipe lives. Millions and billions will die in this world war that's about to happen. And when they finish, do you know how many thousands that have already died? Thousands have died in Ukraine. Thousands have died between Israeli and Arab nations. It's part of population reduction. It's part of it. These guys are united. So war is killing people. Virus is killing people. And then they are planning another pandemic now that is going to kill even more people. Especially those that their immune system are weakened already by eating GMO foods and fruits and seeds. And then they are planning to take over the farmlands and they be in charge of food chain supply.
That a majority of policies that have been happening for the last 10 years are policies that will ensure no one can be able to farm, and it will all lead to what we call complete takeover of food and agricultural practices from individuals to the globalist organizations. Let me make it clear. Their main objective is to control food and food production. So the best way to control food and food production is to ensure production of food is in their hands. But these people are so smart and they realize the only way to do it is not by force, but through policies. So what do? We have to create policies in all these different countries that will ensure we are the guys controlling food. And they started with food production. Today, in this country, a majority of the food we eat are GMO food. These GMO seeds are controlled by the same globalists I'm talking about. The biggest companies in the world, Monsanto, Cargill, DuPont, they're the guys who own all these seeds. During Kinjuri's time in Uhuru Kenyatta's government, they brought in policies that gave those companies power in this country. They brought in policies and they were able to patent their seeds in this country today. Obina in Kenya today, it is a crime to share organic seeds with my neighbor. If you're my neighbor and you need seeds to plant, it is a crime for me to give you my seeds, which are not patented. But who are the people who are owning these patented seeds? It's the globalists. So they can decide whether to sell it to you or not to sell it to you. And they'll decide to sell at their own price. GMO seeds are what you call terminator seeds. Once you plant them, you can never replant them. So you have to go back to the supplier and buy from him at his price. Today we are there. How did you reach there? Go and do your research. Check how much a kilo of GMO tomato seeds are. A kilo. The cheapest is 10 million shillings. Go and Google. Best quality is about 70 million shillings. Google. The information is out there. So they are taking us to a direction that will ensure in the next 5-10 years, there is no farmer who can afford to do farming. Look at the games that was played here with fake fertilizer. Can you anticipate the food shortage that will be here by end of the year? Out of 100 farmers who've done farming this year, Oga, how many will be able to plant next year? Look at the laws that are being put. The other day they proposed another bill to have a bill that anyone who is engaging in agricultural practices must have a certificate or a degree. So what does that mean? You cannot do farming without a certificate. 2 days ago they introduced another law. It's called the Livestock Bill 2024, which was tabled by Kimani Ichung'wah on Friday. It says it is going to regulate livestock production and livestock input and production in this country. Number one, it will ensure any person is not allowed to process or to produce animal feed without certification from them. And it has a fine of 500,000 shillings. You cannot produce your own food and even sell to your neighbor. Number two, it stipulates it will give regulations to all inputs. Inputs, I'm talking of food, I'm talking of medication, everything. We will have a guideline. And if you use anything other than the input, you feed them what they don't want you to feed them, there's a fine of 1 million shillings or 2-year jail term. Number three, it proposes introduction of new institutions to govern this activity. There's what we call Livestock Marketing Board. There's what we call Livestock and Livestock Product Organization. There's another one called Veterinary Vaccine Organization, all to control this affair. In addition to that, because you will need licenses to do all these activities, it is proposing to create institutes where people need to go, learn, and have certificates. We'll have the Livestock Institute, we'll have the Beef Production Institute, we'll have the Dairy Production Institute, we'll have the Beekeeping Institute, and we'll have the Vaccine Institute. So all those are resources, but all those are pillars to ensure this thing is implemented. So tell me, how many people will be able to do livestock farming? And this livestock farming, it regulates cows, goats, sheep, bees, chicken, pigs, even camels. To whose interest is it? A few weeks ago, they had brought in another policy to say that all freehold properties, neighboring towns, should now start paying levies. How do you define a town? A town is defined as an area with a population of about more than 2,000 people. Do you know in Kenya, any town is any market is same as a town because it has 2,000 people and above. So it means basically the entire country, there will be no longer what you call freehold titles. You'll be forced to pay what? Levies. So how many people will be able to pay? It means in the long run, a majority of Kenyans will lose their land. They proposed again to transfer powers from the National Land Commission to the minister. So the minister will decide every 10 years, the minister will decide the levies you're supposed to pay on your property. So it is gearing towards the agenda of land takeover and food production takeover. But it's like the government does not understand where they're being led to. And these policies are not policies implemented here. These are policies given to us by these organizations, globalist organizations. These are policies pushed towards this country by these organizations to their main advantage. And the main advantage is total takeover of food production and land. So once they take over your land and they're the ones selling you food, they're saying before 2030, an individual should not eat more than 16 kilos of meat. Before 2030, an individual should not eat more than 90 kilos of dairy product in a year. They're saying before 2030, motor vehicles should be reduced in the sense that only 200 cars must be shared with about 1,000 people. So it's a big agenda and it's heading towards the 2030 agenda. But Kenyans are still sleeping, Oga. Most of these politicians who are implementing and passing these bills do not even read those bills. So it is time our politicians need to wake up. Roles of MPs are oversight, legislation, and representation. Those three. So once you take over all that land, because Kenyans are not able to afford farming, Kenyans are not able to plant or keep cattle or own land, what do? You need to relocate them. And that is why the government is building new housing projects. These politicians forget that they are also in the menu. You know, they think they're on the table. Yeah. They are also in the menu. And in fact, it will be more painful for them because most of them are the ones stealing and buying huge chunks of land. All that land will go. The ultimate goal is to take over the entire land and ownership of property from individuals to big corporations. So politicians should wake up and understand that they are also in the menu. They're not punishing us. They're punishing themselves and their kids and their generations and the generations of this country of ours, Kenya. These implementations that are taking place, can imagine someone like you're not even aware. And I want you to go do your research. Kenyans, we are putting our energies in the wrong and focusing on the wrong things. We have a problem, Oga.
So that if you are buying any food from any country, you are buying plastic rice, you are buying plastic cow, you are buying plastic whatever, poison whatever. I just hope that the Lord open your eyes to understand what is going on right now. Genesis 47. I read again. Verse 14. Excuse me. Genesis 47. Verse 14. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph. They came unto Joseph and said unto him, Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For money has failed. Look at verse 16. And Joseph said, Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle. If money fail, give your cattle. Trade by barter has come in place now. Trade by barter has come in play now. Since your money cannot help you again, or you bring what you have, that I may give you food. You see why your properties will soon be lost to the government? All the investments you have made will soon be lost to the government, because a time shall come, all those things will not help you again. You'll be only looking for a way to eat and survive. And look at verse 17. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. Your government is about to take over the farm. Hey! And you are going to depend on them. That's why we are telling you now that the best investment you can do now, the best investment you can do is to farm. Invest your money in farming. This thing is going to take it's going to take many people by surprise. Many people will be shocked. Many people will die by shock, because it will happen when you least expect it. That is why you should listen now. Your pastors are not telling you this, your leaders are not telling you this, but you are hearing this from the school of heaven. You should stand up and fight for the future. First thing you need to do is to make sure that you're a child of God. Second thing you need to do, begin to invest on farming. And if you know that you have money and you don't know how to do this investment, you can contact these two numbers. You can become part of this ministry, because we are announcing for people to gather to the city of the Holy Saints, where God has chosen by his servants to secure as many as obey this calling to come here to the city of refuge. You can support the ministry, and because here we are going to farm, this is what I'm going to talk at the end of this video. I'm going to give it as a takeaway. But what I want you to do now is to have the knowledge that your government is poisoning your food. A lot of things that you are eating is already contaminated. I stumbled a video while doing research. Is a store. These guys, they're all working together. Anyway, the name of these companies, I think it's not a company, it's a store. It's a Walmart. I think it's a supermarket in the US, Walmart, and the other one was a Great Value. A sister stumbled on this store to buy something. I would like you to watch the clip. I think it's better you watch the clip instead of me saying it. I want you to listen to what this sister is saying. She's shopping. She came to shop, and while shopping, she stumbled on a bread. And this bread, they have engineered one of these bread. They say genetically engineered bread, and then this bread can go on for weeks.
So a Walmart product that's made in store. Okay, you see the words here, freshness guaranteed. What I want to point out to you is on the back here, you will see the words contains a bioengineered food. Generally speaking, the bioengineered foods you're going to find in these things will be the wheat, the sugar, or if there's corn. This one though, it is made fresh here in the store, and it has no bioengineered foods, meaning this one is designed to go bad within a few days. This is designed to last for weeks on end. Pick the fresh every single time.
According to what she said in the video. And the other one is fresh. The one beside it is fresh. So what she's trying to say, she was actually, making a video on this. She's trying to say that if you are buying bread, especially those of you in some African country where they're already making GMO bread, you say you should check the bread you're buying so that you don't go and buy GMO. You say those ones they say bioengineered, you say don't buy it because that is a poison. Any bread that you buy and it stays more than 5 days or 6 days, in fact, the highest a bread can stay should not be more than a week. Any bread that stays more than a week, you should not buy it again. It's poison. It has too much chemicals, and these chemicals are not good for your system. So the reason they are buying all this farmland is so that they can poison your food completely. They want to make sure that every human being is completely wiped out. Why are they resorting to buying farmlands? They didn't just start it now. It has been long. The reason is because they've noticed that many people are fighting, they want to take it. The injection they are giving people, a lot of people don't want to take it. So they want to use another method. And this one is even more deadly and poisonous. They want to put it in your food. Okay, if you say you don't want to take the injection, we'll put it in your food, eat it, and be dying gradually. Even the egg that you are buying in the market, sometimes when you buy an egg, you open it, you realize that the inside of the egg is black. It's no longer orange in color. Because the egg yolk is supposed to be orange. But some eggs, especially all these imported eggs, in fact, if you are still buying agric fowl, all the agric fowl in the market, they are imported. They are not organic. They are not organic. Those that are buying fowl, agric fowl, the one they call agric. Agric is not organic fowl. The organic fowl is our local fowl. And how many people have local fowl nowadays? Our local fowls are gradually going into extinct. And these are the original ones. Is an imported fowl now, the white agric. I even saw one agric. This agric is shitting egg. It's shitting egg. Time to time, it will be shitting egg. And it's in Nigeria now. It will shit egg and people will carry it and go and cook and eat. Poison. GMO. Genetically modified. The only organic fowl I know is our local fowl, the Nigeria local fowl. I don't know the local fowl of other countries, other African countries, but I'm talking about the Nigeria local fowls. That is the only organic ones. The agric you are buying in the market is brought to you from Bill Gates and the likes of Bill Gates, so that as you are eating, your immune system is gradually going down. For those that like to eat chicken, you go, you buy agric fowl. You are eating, your body is getting bigger and bigger. Your body is getting bigger and bigger. Before you know it, you begin to develop sickness. These are plans made earlier enough to eliminate the larger percentage of human race on earth. They are using different means. They don't just kill your spiritual life alone. They kill your health. They weaken your immune system. It is a plan. And the Bible says here, Genesis 47, verse 18. Why that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also has our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of thy Lord, in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Hey, oh God, have mercy. There was so much hunger that people are now, when they say the money failed, let me tell you the meaning of the money. Another meaning of money failed here. Money failed here. The first money failed here is that your money will not be able to save you. You will have money, but you can't use it. How? Assuming now that you are going to be in the city and you refuse to run to the mountain, as the Bible says, it says, flee ye to the mountain. You are in the city. Your money will fail you if you don't collect the mark. Your money will fail you if there is no organic food. Let's say you don't want to eat genetically modified plant, because by then the revelation will be made. Everybody will know about it. Although it's not everybody that know about it now. Now, you say you want to buy organic seed. You now go to market with your money to buy organic food. You will not find it to buy. Your money will fail you in the sense that you have a lot of money in the bank, but you won't be able to spend it because government is going to be in control of everything. You'll be able to spend your money if you accept the mark of the Antichrist, which will not be palatable for you. In the area of your money will fail you, the Bible says that it says, save your treasure in heaven, where moth and thief will not break in and steal. Because in this earth, if you put all your treasures in this earth, investing only on the things of this world, is going to fail you. It's going to fail you in the sense that you are only focusing on putting money, investing on this world, and it is going to only end here. Everything will end here, but you don't have treasure in heaven. If you know you are very rich now, begin to help poor people, begin to support men of God, through men of God, begin to sponsor their works. You have billions in your hand. If as you are watching this video, start helping the motherless baby. Many of you, your friends are asking you for money to help them to raise business, but the only thing you can do for them is to buy them cartons of beer. Hey, go and buy him beer, don't help him. And you know you can help, but you can only offer to buy them alcohol that will destroy their health. But you will not use money to help them to be useful in life. People like you that are doing all these things, a time shall come, you will regret not helping people because your money will fail. You'll be looking at money, you won't be able to spend it. You are dying. and no, you can't get helped, because what is killing you is what you are eating. And who are giving what you are eating? The government. Why? Because you refuse to listen to what I'm telling you now, to go and farm. And these people came to Joseph, and they told him that they don't have money. Fade in the sense money fade again. He said their money finished, because what they were doing is come and buy food. So all the money they had finished. They didn't have money again, and they came to Joseph. We don't have money again. No, what can we do? Joseph said, okay, give your cattle. They gave all their cattle, all their goats, all their cows, and in exchange of all their heads, they gave them food. And when their cow finished and when their head finished, they didn't have anything to do trade and barter again. They now went back to him. They say, our Lord, the only thing that remaining is ourselves and our land. So all the money in their bank account finished. They couldn't afford to buy any more food. And they now went to give themselves for food. This is going to repeat itself in this generation. Wherefore, verse 19, shall we die before thy eyes, both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. They went to give themselves to be servants, to work in the farmland of Pharaoh so that they can be able to eat. They gave their lands, all their properties and inheritance, just so that they can eat. Do you see how dangerous hunger is? Because what will kill you more is hunger. What will waste lives more, outside of war and viruses, is hunger. Hunger kills quicker. And especially when your evil government is in control of such source of food, they are going to waste many lives fast because you are eating poison. This is why God is telling us to go and farm. We have been shouting and shouting this. Go and farm. Gather all the organic seed. Begin to make us, your loved ones, your brothers and sisters. They should not go to the market and be buying these seeds that they are selling from Big Gate. Don't buy them. Don't buy them because they are going to destroy your life. You see all these bananas that are short, all these plantains that are short, they are not tall. They are GMO, genetically modified. They are usually very dwarf. Every dwarf plants that are producing seed, whether it is orange, whether it is mango, whether it is plantain or banana, is guava, is avocado, as long as those plants are short, dwarf, they are GMOs. Within few weeks and within few months, they will begin to bear seed. They are poison. What this place is saying here is that the government of the world is about to take over the farm so that they will be the only source of food supply chain in the whole world. And what they are supplying is poison. Poison. Verse 20, and Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. They are going to buy the land of the masses because people will sell everything they have because they want to eat. Nobody wants to die of hunger. They will sell everything they have for food because hunger is not good. And Joseph, verse 20 of Genesis 47, and Joseph bought all the land on the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man his field because the famine prevailed over them. So the land became Pharaoh's. Verse 21, and as for the people, he removed them to cities from one end of the borders of Egypt even to the other, and to the other end thereof. 22, only the land of the priests bought he not, for the priests, had a portion assigned them of Pharaoh. For the priests had a portion assigned them of Pharaoh, and did eat their portion which Pharaoh gave them. Wherefore they sold not their lands. The priests in this place are going to be those that will walk with the Antichrist. The 10 horns. I want you to see this passage from spiritual aspects, from spiritual perspective. What transpired here is going to repeat in this last day. Famine. And then the government will harbor food, poisonous food. The only people that are going to be left are those that will agree to work with him. He's going to, give them their own share of survivor section. You go there, handle this farm. You go handle this one. You go handle this one. The rest of the people will become slaves to them. This is what they are planning. So if you are seeing all these rich people buying land here and there, it's because they are planning to take over the food all over the world. And that is what is playing now. The lives of Margaret Sanger, Alice A. Bailey, Helen Blavatsky, these guys, Bill Gates, named them. Klaus Schwab, named them. The founder of World Economic Forum. When you decode the World Economic Forum, when you decode it, it's 666. These guys are working. They are working together. That's why I first of all showed you the signs, the language, how they speak, how they communicate. They communicate with signs. It's you that don't know. Well, you are surprised that when you're watching football, you see some footballers that are doing some kind of signs. And you see some fashion designers, some music stars, movie stars. They are doing some signs. It's a language. It's a language of what? Unity, uniting the whole world, bringing one word government into place, one word religion, one word economy, one word currency. That is it. They are one. They are working together. European Union. The tower, the old Tower of Babel that has been renewed. The council of evil working for Satan, which is where I read to you Isaiah 59, 5-6 in previous video on the white witchcraft. These guys, they know what they're doing. They want to poison everything around you. Everything around you, they want to poison it. They are working against man. And he comes to Nigeria and they welcome him. I want you to know, and I want you to see for yourself what we read in this Bible. A time shall come, you'll be helpless. You will have no choice but succumb and surrender to the government if you don't give your life to Jesus now. My advice to you, first of all, if you're not a child of God, if you're not a Christian, come to Jesus, give your life to Jesus. 2, I want you to begin to plan on how to farm. Begin to plan on how to farm. Gather all the organic seeds as much as you can. Go to the remote area and begin to farm. If you don't have anywhere to go, if you know that you can't do it alone, you can contact Dara. I put 2 phone numbers on this line. You can call any of those phone numbers to contact Apostle or myself, so that if you can join us here, God is telling us to gather the nations, all the Israelites that were lost. If you're a child of God, if you're a Christian and you're watching this video, you can contact any of these numbers so that we can direct you on how to join this ministry and become part of this ministry that is gathering the Israelites from all over the world. Because here we have our own farmland. God has promised to protect us here, to keep us safe, and to provide for us. So the main message is for you to escape from wherever you are. If you are still living abroad, you should plan your own way on how to escape from the danger that is coming upon the world. Many of you are sick because you are eating GMO. So go and plant your own farm. God gave us vegetables to eat. God gave us fruits as our food. He gave us organic animals as our food. But they are buying farmland in order to poison your pepper, to poison your tomatoes, to poison your pineapple, to poison your apple, to poison your orange, to poison your mango, to turn them to deadly disease to your system. That's why they are buying farmland. And just like as Pharaoh in Egypt was the only place they could get food to eat. In Egypt was the only country they were able to buy food in those days. Egypt of those times is going to be the government of the Antichrist. They will harbor food. They will seize your account. They will seize your means of income, so that they will lure you into accepting the government of the Antichrist by collecting the mark of the beast. And failure to do that, you are gone. I want you to understand this. The world is coming to an end. The world is coming to an end. Plan for your own escape. So this is why Bill Gates and the likes of them are buying farmland. You go and do your own farming. Go and do your own farming. I just pray that this message help you. And please, if this is your first time on this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I don't usually ask people to subscribe to this channel. And if you know the videos you are watching on this channel is giving value to your life, your spiritual life is improving and growing, subscribe to this channel. Do like the video. Liking the video is going to encourage YouTube to recommend these videos to more people. Share this video to as many contacts as possible. Also, your comments matter a lot. Your comments matter a lot. If you know how people can find organic plants in this country, do share your information. Do share. Because these guys are trying to contaminate all the organic seeds in Nigeria, as they have done in some countries, and they have done succeeded in Europe and in many Europe and Asian countries. They have succeeded. We don't want them to succeed here in Nigeria and in some African countries that are still remaining. So if you know how we can gather organic seeds to save more lives, you can share your opinion as you do so. You can share that in comment section. As you do so, the Lord bless you in the name of Jesus. I pray that this video help you in Jesus' name.